out to the trappers, we are my back lit. It's D out of any man, battle rap trap, and we definitely got the streets.
D out of any man. D out of any man. Put it on your YouTube.
Now, uh, do you got any word on four
Yeah,
extra?
I
Like,
talked to four
what his
extras.
hand gonna
Four
be like?
extras. This a young man that every time I tell him not to do something, he do the opposite and he go to jail or something happen. Last time I told him don't go to his hood day, he promised me he wasn't gonna go.
Hmm.
And he called me, look at me like an uncle. He said, "Unc, you be on my ass, bro. I know you love me because I'm a Crip, and you be on me like I'm one of yours." But I want to, huh?
Hmm.
No, I want white. And so I told him, I said, "Yo," when I saw him playing that morning, I said, "Hey, don't be fucking around with them fireworks." You know what I'm saying? If you ain't used to dealing with them, you'll get yourself in some trouble. Now, 4X is the dude that's been doing time all his life. You get what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
he's kind of like
Hmm.
a big kid in the sense when it's time to be a kid. You see what I'm saying? He don't mean nothing by it, but he gets super excited. You know what I'm saying? And he just does
Hmm.
things. And this situation, the 4 extra hand ain't even the worst situation. You know that, right? You know his homeboy was
Nah, I
there
heard it was
too.
some
His
more.
homeboy lost the right side of his
Lost
face,
his
his
face.
ear, and his eyeball.
Damn.
My
Yeah,
God.
so 4 extra's hand is definitely a tragedy, but his homeboy, right, lost the right side of his cheek,
Hmm.
eyeball, and ear.
I didn't even know y'all was illegal for
No, but
fireworks
no,
out there.
don't know. We have legal fireworks and we got illegal fireworks.
Oh,
What he had was
I
a
can tell them look a little different.
M80. Now, if you Google
Oh,
the laws against M80 in California, it is a felony. Watch where it could get worse. Bo Extra has an ankle monitor on his ankle. You hear me? So watch
mm,
how this could go.
mm,
Not just him,
mm,
but his homeboy has lost the right side of his cheek, eye, and ear.
mm,
It is illegal to
mm,
possess them. He was walking around on IG with them in his hand. So they put that
mm,
on you already, right? They could
mm,
charge 4 extras
mm,
right now if they want to. Is all.
mm. Damn.
You get what I'm saying?
And you know what else? You know what else too, Wack? I saw that 607 is like he showed y'all some little arts that like for real, y'all don't know. When we was young and we grew up in this building, like he lived on floor two. They taught him witchcraft and shit. I'm
Oh
telling you,
no.
like the
Hell
building the
no.
same instance.
I mean,
No, they
those
taught
that
him. They
believe in it believe. I'm like this. I'm like this when it comes to that. Because my woman from down
hmm
south, my family from down south, 85% of California, our roots come from down south. If you
hmm
believe in it, it could affect you.
It's
Does it mean
powerful.
something?
Yeah,
I think it does.
it
But
really does.
607 called and told me, he said, because I was supposed to do a podcast with him, but he wasn't going to go unless I was there. So I agreed to go. 607 said, "Nah, Wack, my heart is telling me to deal with this another way, and I'm just gonna go head on and let the spirits take care of it." The nigga told me this on Wednesday,
Hmm
and the nigga went to the park and started running and jumping and did some shit and laid out some fruit and did some shit.
And
And
there you
it
go.
could be a coincidence. I don't know.
No, Wack, listen to me on this. I'm telling you something that's happened. In the building we grew up in, it was a ex like a asylum called Castle Park. You can have her tell R&B how you could tell her to Google it right
See,
now. It's where
that
the
goes.
exorcist first happened. Our building was kind of crazy. So when it come to
I do
him,
that.
like he used to carry a snuffleupagus when we was young too. Did you hear about that?
Uh-uh.
You know what snuffleupagus is?
Nah, what's that?
The little Adams from Sesame Street. The
Nah,
Sesame
Yeah, he used to
Street.
carry that. Yeah, he used to carry that when we was young,
11.
for sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know, but
yeah.
so
He
he
used to
told
catch.
me. But he told me one thing I can say. He told me, the nigga told me, he said, "Wack, I'm gonna deal with it another way."
I'm telling you, Wack, they taught us like each floor they taught us something different. I'm not bullshitting. They taught me more tactic, politician style wars. They taught him in other arts. No bullshit. We were trapped in a building for real that is unrealistic, and everybody know it's called the castle. Like it's flat, the lights flash all day long and everything. It make you a lunatic. That's why he like that. You know what I'm saying? For real. He used to carry a snuffleupagus to like help him like get through the day. For real, because he was traumatized. And he used to bite boys and everything when he was young. Yeah, for sure.
Bite boys.
It's
What you mean
fucked
by
up.
bite
No,
boys?
bite them. Bite. He used to
Oh,
bite them
fight.
when we was young. Yeah, taking a bite.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Wack phone dropped off. Yeah, but nah, like, but I'm telling you, and you know what else too? While we was talking about what I was saying
Yeah.
earlier, people be thinking, people think math is fucked up. Math is not fucked up.
What you mean, like man fucked up? Like what?
Everybody's celebrating math having math is telling y'all he fell off. I'm telling y'all what I know for a fact. It ain't a nigga who walked the stage who made more money than Math Hoffa. It is not a nigga who walked the stage of battle rap who made more money than Math Hoffa at all. I seen it with my own two eyes, man. I'm not telling y'all something that I'm guessing. Man, I've been here from the jump. No nigga has made the money Math has made. If y'all think in his mind he would lose that, you're insane.
You saying it
Math ain't
from
even
just
math.
battling or pick?
I'm talking about any nigga that walked that stage with our era in the last 16, 17 years. There is not one nigga walking that has made more money than Math Hoffa. Not one. When Math, do you know, do you know what them months were? Like y'all don't even, most people can't think, right? Math made it through pandemic era every month. Math was running a bag up. No nigga has made Math money. He's not fucked up. No,
But one thing I
he's
can
not.
say, bro, we was scheduled to podcast with him and Dude, and then he
Mm,
called me last minute and said, "I'm gonna deal with this another way." This was Wednesday.
mm.
This was Tuesday night, and then Wednesday we was supposed to
We
go
talking about 607, right? We
607.
talking about
Supposed to be
607.
me,
Yeah, yeah.
607, um,
Mm,
um, 4 extras, and they wanted me to mediate. And after the back and forth, he hit me and said, "Nah." He said, "My spirit or my soul was telling me to deal with this different." I looked up and I didn't see it. Flacco showed it. The nigga was in the park somewhere, barefooted, running.
I know it
He
is.
was running through the grass. He put out some fruit and a few, 3 or 4 different types of fruit on the grass. And he was doing something. And he was doing this all Wednesday and
That's because
Wednesday
they taught
night.
him young.
And nigga, Thursday, there it went. Or whatever.
Hey, look, hey, Wack. Every time I talk to you and I said something about dude, then I tell you he was a violent lunatic.
No, you told me that.
I said he's a bitch, but he's a violent lunatic. That's the thing with him. So, and I said if y'all gonna play with him, you gotta know what you're
He
dealing
ain't
with.
No, I
spoke on
don't
it not
Okay,
one
listen.
it's
time
gonna.
neither.
No,
Like
he
he
called
pulled.
me
Gotta
He
know
in
what
his
you're
set.
dealing
yesterday.
Don't
with.
you know, nigga pull some shit there and speak on it for real? He ain't said
Mm-hmm.
nothing.
Mm-hmm. You gotta be like fucking with him because I know him. You gotta be batshit crazy like me. If you ain't batshit crazy, you might want to, because he'll do anything. And when I saw him back like getting, hey, Tuna put me on the interview too. Wack. I don't know if you know Big T. That's Big T. He is who he is from Chicago too.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so when I was he told me about the interview, right? And because he subscribed to it when got there, he definitely boosting the ratings in that bitch, right? So he was telling me, and I couldn't, hey Tuna, I couldn't believe what he was saying. I said, Tuna was telling me the way 4 Extra was talking to him. I said,
It
nah,
was
you a lie. I
insane.
know
Oh
him.
no, he was.
It
No,
was
listen.
oppressed. It was like, man.
I said, didn't I tell you, Tuna? I said, nah, wasn't I rejecting that thought? I was like, hey, no, you're a lie. I know this kind. He
No, he
grew up with me.
was.
I
But
know
see,
this.
here go the thing, and I told 607. See, he called me and he said, "Wack, I think you trying to get me too." I say 607. I'm gonna tell you what you doing. You using all your crazy antics and all this shit to get the light on you, get their attention, and then you delivering the message. He said, "Wack, so you get me?" I said, "I get you, but this what you got to get. The gang shit, you got to change it up on the West Coast. That's these niggas' religion. They live and die by
Mm-hmm.
that shit. So what you doing is gonna get you into some shit. You already." I said, "Bro, the whole blood card, you done already disrespected them. You the only nigga that did it. I'm gonna take a hit by even sitting down with you. I'm telling you, I'm gonna take this heat because when I see you, I'm supposed to do something to you or have my homies do something to you. But that's some gangbang shit, right?
You
So
know what? Objectively speaking, Wack, I'm sorry I wouldn't trust you either, though.
10 and a
Yeah,
half, no?
I'm
You got
sorry
a
to
10?
break the news to you. Yep. Because here's the thing with that. If he just got back in the corner by y'all and you saying come to me, it's a 50-50
No,
chance.
no, I
But I
wasn't
can't
gonna
see
let him.
Wack
I
lining them
listen,
up
listen,
though. Yeah,
Verb.
y'all can't see you lining them
No,
up
Verb,
though. I
Verb.
can't see you lining them up.
If I tell you, he called me for one. I don't know what made the nigga call me. We don't have a relationship. Whack. I want to sit down with him, but I'm only gonna do it if you there. So the fact that he called me and we ain't got a relationship, I'm not never finna allow no man to come to me and I line. That's not gonna happen. That ain't my character, bro.
For sure.
I'm not gonna that
Right.
nah. I'm not gonna do that. That's just dishonorable. And what you put in the universe gonna come back 360. May not hit you, but it might hit your daughter, hit your kid, hit your mama. So nah, that's not gonna. Me and Suge got into it behind this rapper. You may know him called the Realest, right? The
Mm-mm.
realist is
Okay.
out of Dallas. He was on the Gridlock soundtrack under the name Kinetic, and he's a fake Tupac looking dude. Suge called me,
Mm-hmm.
said, Realist, what you get? He like, bring him to the road. Brought him to the road. They started to lock doors. What y'all doing? Nah, we finna fuck this nigga up. No, you ain't. You just told me you want to holler at him. Nigga, you didn't tell me what to do nothing to him. No 10? Okay. Yeah. Nah, you ain't finna do nothing to him. And I got him out of there doing whatever I needed to do to get him out of there. I'm not that type of dude, bro. You ain't never heard nobody tell you or heard Wack lined him up. Wack got a nigga robbed. I'm the nigga go get a nigga shit back. That ain't what I do at all. Yeah.
No. I can't see you doing that
Nah,
because
that ain't
that'll
my character, bro.
destroy your character.
That ain't my
Yeah,
character.
that'll
That's
kind of
that's
destroy your
bad. That's
character.
bad business, bro. I got families and loved
Yeah.
ones and kids and shit, man. So you don't you don't do that kind of shit. I
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, but now I'm telling you, the no jumper shit is getting lit over there. I do watch it for sure. It's a lot of drama. I like the drama there for sure. Like
607 definitely brought a different look because he's in his own lane. Like I'm in my
right.
own lane. Like he definitely brought something different. You know everything about him. It was definitely a plus. But I was telling him like, bro, you gotta stop playing with the gang. They know it is building at. They will pull up, bro. You know, I'm only there once a week. I ain't in that I ain't no motherfucking
He
full
changed the
time.
dynamic of that show though. He made it not so
Well,
serious.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny, but informative
yeah,
still
but you
at the
can't.
same time.
Yeah, but you can't. And I told him, I said, come up with another name. Like even when he was saying, I'm Crip Blood, all of them. I said, Six, bro, they gonna pull up. They gonna take it like you out of town nigga playing with this shit. Man, these niggas will kill you by the look.
I think the Munchie shit is when he really crossed the line.
That's where he crossed the line. He dissed everything. They just ain't caught him. They didn't already round table the nigga. I told him, look, bro, he like, Wack, I'm gonna get a spot out here. I said, I don't want you to do that. Because you thinking about
I
rappers.
don't want you to do that. It's
Nigga,
crazy. I don't want you to do that. It's crazy.
he's thinking about rappers and shit. You didn't diss the whole, bro. It's probably about 30, 40,000 bloods out here, bro, on the minimum. Lord forbid he fuck around and catch a DUI and go to the county jail. They gonna kill you. And these niggas is everywhere. Niggas is in Beverly Hills, Woodland Hills, the ghetto. Niggas that see you and be like, yeah, the nigga live over here. You didn't diss everything. The whole Paru blood card crossed the thing.
I think Chicago niggas, they think that shit funny. You know, when he say the GDBD Vice Lord shit, it ain't really like no disrespect until he
Yeah,
put a
but
K
this
on
ain't.
it. If he put a
Yeah,
K on
okay.
some
Well,
shit, then it's a
he
all right,
he
nigga.
put a
Hold on,
K
what you
on
talking
this
about?
shit. He put a he put a K on this
On
and
y'all, he
said it
definitely when
twice.
he said that, he put a K on y'all shit. So it's like,
He put and said it twice and stood on it. Like you know what I'm saying? He said, "Nigga, that's what we say."
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, me personally, I see the nigga. I ain't gonna, I don't give a fuck. Shit, I care less. But some of these niggas, you could get away with telling them fuck they mama before you diss that flag. Straight up. That's all they got. That's all they know.
Damn.
Let's do it. Yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah. That's all they got. That's all they got. That's all they know, bro. They don't know nothing else. And if you ain't from here, you ain't gonna understand it because it really don't make sense. That shit is stronger than the Christian religion with these niggas, man.
Man,
Straight up.
that's insane.
No, I'm telling you, and I'm glad you said that's insane, because you're dealing with insanity.
Shout out to the trappers, we are my back lit. It's the out of here, any man battle rap trap, and we definitely got the streets.
D out of here, man. D out of here, man. Put it on your YouTube.